Welcome, and thank you for giving us the time to share our new social media strategy with you and the You Store It team. Based on your feedback, today's presentation will be covering the following agenda items. We're going to talk a little bit about the current landscape, the target audience, the campaign strategy, some of the social media platforms that we'll be working with, and the content development strategy for your company, You Store It. The target audience and the stakeholders that we, through our research, discovered most likely use You Store It are consumers, so homeowners, renters, students, and businesses. Many different types of business owners. Some of the examples were event planners, landscape maintenance services, a number of different people across the gamut. Some of the campaign objectives that we identified that we thought would be useful for your team was around increasing followers. So as we did our research, we found that, and through your different social media segments, there was not a lot of followers actually. And so we feel that we can increase the followers by 25% through our plan. We feel that we can increase engagement by 20%, increase web traffic by at least 50% by the end of the campaign. And we'll be doing that through more frequent posting, creating videos and publishing blog posts to encourage engagement with your customer and potential customer base, including some website links to some helpful articles, utilizing influencers to help share best practices and tips around home organization. And we'll be collaborating often with local businesses and other influencers in your area. We also noticed that you did not currently have a very clear voice or character, and it's essential, we feel, to have a really good campaign, to have a brand, to really give strength to your brand. And so we decided through our research that the caregiver with a little bit of the innocent was really the voice we wanted to give to you. The caregiver exudes trust and safety and security. And we want to give a voice to your name that is reliable and responsible and helpful so that people feel that they can trust you to house their valuables at your location. Some of the ways we're going to measure success are through the number of impressions, how many times people saw the campaign's content that we've built, the number of clicks, and the content on social media, how often we were driving people to the website through those posts, and then the number of new visitors and first-time people who have come to the website during the month of April, which is the month that we chose that we would run the campaign. I'm going to turn it over to my colleague Christine, and she's going to walk you through the rest of the plan.
Thank you, Joanne. So we want to take a look at our different social media platforms. Our plan was to kind of cover all of the major platforms that our consumers are on, and then add a little bit extra, say on YouTube and through blogs. So through Facebook, we wanted to target homeowners needing kind of those seasonal storage extra spaces. So whether it's storing patio furniture, perhaps a boat or an RV, or even an expensive car that they don't want to have out during the winter time. On Instagram, we were going to target homeowners with some organizational tips and maybe students who need some storage space for their furniture when they decide to leave the city to go home for the summer, or even, in between rentals for people who are just in between places. For Twitter, we wanted to target homeowners and students who need that extra storage space, but also target business owners at the same time, perhaps with some tips and tricks and different ways to organize their business. For Pinterest, we decided to use this platform as an opportunity for partnerships where we could work with influencer accounts to reach different homeowners and kind of address them on their different organizational needs. For LinkedIn, this would be a perfect platform to target local business owners and to show how our secure storage solutions can be used, for filing boxes, stock overflow, or even if they decide to renovate the office and need to just kind of move some stuff around there. On YouTube, this is a great platform to target homeowners, students, businesses, and basically anybody who needs some extra tips and tricks with some organizational, influence from us. And then for the blog, this is a great platform to target really all of our audiences. We can aim articles at at each different niche market, whether it's organizing stock flow for some commercial or business enterprises, reclaiming your garage for those in residential spaces, decluttering your life, or even just, moving after school. So a great opportunity to kind of target everybody there. So regarding our target audience segments and kind of our platform reach, self-storage is one of those things that can kind of target everybody. So we really wanted to focus on kind of 4 main segments that can be targeted on our different platforms. So we've broken these segments into 4 different ones. So we have residential, students, recreational enthusiasts, and commercial businesses. And then we've broken down each platform, based off of those different targeted groups. So for the consumer mindset, we decided on the whole new, fresh new start. So typically the month of April is one where customers are looking to, refresh their homes, perhaps declutter their lives a bit, and kind of, begin the spring and the summer with a clear palette. So, typically spring signifies renewal or a cleansing of sorts. So they may be looking for things that require storage solutions. So for instance, our company is located in Alberta. So people typically would be looking for secure storage for their skis or other expensive sporting equipment. Students are getting ready to move out of their residence and may need storage, for their goods until fall. People choose the springtime to, renovate their home and maybe need some opportunities to store furniture and other valuable items. And then just in general, people are just, looking to store unnecessary things that don't really get used on a day-to-day basis. So for identifying our brand-related activities, we decided to kind of break this down into 3 different recommendations. So we have web, email, and then print advertising and trade shows. So in addition to social media marketing, we're looking at these different activities to reach out to our target audience and kind of build out that awareness. So on web, we're looking to remarket to consumers that, have probably previously interacted with our website. So we want to deliver targeted ads, on the web to kind of reconnect with those people that maybe aren't interacting with us as much as we'd hoped for. We want to ask consumers to rank and review us on, Google My Business, Yelp, other sites like that, just to kind of, build up that presence online. And then for us as a business to go through those current reviews and, maybe respond to any concerns or reviews, positive or negative, to show that we do have that presence online. Regarding email marketing, this is a great opportunity to build up lists, set up consumer email conversions, and just, help engage with our audience a little bit more. And then for print advertising and trade shows, we could have a booth, we could sponsor hobby trade shows. It's a great way to bring a face of our business to our consumers. And then, even putting ads in magazines or local papers, even at the university, just to kind of show that we do have a presence in the community. So for our content focus, we decided to focus on the process P of the marketing mix. The process really refers to the internal barriers that are kind of preventing, the customer from making things happen. So, the content bucket that we did choose is customer focus. We can offer, tips and suggestions on how the storage facility can help make their lives a little bit easier, a little less stressful. And that can come through our social media content where the process theme will come out and help provide that additional insight and, help overcome those specific barriers. So do you need to make space to renovate? Well, we offer convenient and straightforward solution of self-storage to help store, those extra furniture pieces or items that you're not necessarily using. So social posts like this will really help consumers understand how a storage facility can help both simplify and improve their life, regardless of the barrier that they're encountering. So the different content buckets mentioned before that we've decided to focus on are residential, recreational enthusiasts, students, and commercial. So residential could be, homeowners, condo owners, people who are retiring or looking to kind of downsize, or just people in general who, need and require that extra storage space. Our recreational enthusiasts, being in the West Coast, people are always living that really active lifestyle. So there's always going to be a ton of skis, skidoos, snowboards, ATVs, RVs, lots of different, recreational equipment that people don't necessarily need year round, and that will definitely need storage, not at their house. So for students, again, people are always moving in and out of classes, maybe they're traveling a bit. So there's always that opportunity to be storing, their additional furniture or even books and stuff in between that transition on and off campus. And then commercial, it's a great opportunity for businesses needing that kind of extra storage, or, whether it's for product overflow, or if they need like a flex space to store things temporarily. It's even a great place if they're deciding to renovate the office and they just kind of need to move some stuff around. So for our Facebook post, we decided to really focus on creating some creative that has, excellent copy, brings in really awesome interactive kind of visuals there. And then we also wanted to ensure that we were including strong hashtags and keeping in mind to kind of capitalizing the first letter of each of those hashtag words, just to make sure it's more accessible for those text readers and those with disabilities. We ensured to include a strong call to action of learning more to encourage users to kind of, click through so they could see how we could provide a solution for them. And then just making sure that we're keeping that process P of the marketing mix and aligned with our strategy. So we're really kind of telling that story all the way through. So as we see here on the top left, we bring in the theme of the residential content bucket. So, hey, it's spring cleaning time, store your clothes and other winter things with us. And then you have this fun image with the daughter and the mom kind of tidying up and getting ready for spring. And then we have our storage message and our call to action. And then moving over to the recreational enthusiasts, we have our bikers here, clearly showing, hey, season's done with biking, let's get that stuff into storage. So protect your big ticket items by storing with us. And then as we move down to the lower left-hand side, obviously we're seeing our students move in here. So great opportunity, are you going home for the summer? Pack your stuff, store it with us. And then it's also a great place to highlight the fact that students receive a 25% discount on their monthly storage needs. So keeping in mind that students, maybe are on a budget. So we always have that in the back of our hand as well. And then finally, on the bottom right here, so we have kind of our commercial bucket. So perfect opportunity to bring in an influencer, Mary Kondo, lots of people know and love her. So just focusing on different, tips to make the space grow with your business. So using storage facilities is a perfect opportunity in order to help your business grow with you storage. So thank you for your time today. We hope that you loved what you heard. And please, if you want any additional information or anything like that, reach out to myself at ustoreit.ca or any of my colleagues. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thanks, Christine. And thanks everyone for joining us today. We appreciate your time.